ask you again. Now hand over the wallet.
Don't hurt us, mister. I don't like nobody bothering my money.
South Bronx Heroes was filmed in 1983 and released without much fanfare in October of 1985. The story takes place in, well, the South Bronx of course. This area of New York was still struggling in the 80s after the tough years it had in the 1970s. It is also known as the birthplace of hip-hop, an art form that was on the rise during the time of filming this movie, and that the filmmakers made sure to give a few nods to throughout the movie. The movie has two starting points. One is with the young, slick and streetwise Tony, while returning home to his sister after spending some time in prison. The other starting point is another pair of siblings with the children Brendan and Melissa. They have been put in a foster home after the death of their parents, and this foster home is the worst of its kind, as the foster parents abuse these children in order to produce child pornography. The siblings run away and get by living on the streets by doing garbage runs and breaking into apartments to take showers. One day, Brendan sneaks into the apartment of Tony and gets caught. Since there is a bounty out to get his kids back to their pedophile foster parents, Tony now has a choice to make some quick and well-needed bucks by returning the kids, or work together with them to give them safety and put these perverted child abusers behind bars. South Bronx Heroes is both an effective drama film, dealing with some brutal subject matters, and also a film that gives us a glimpse of the street life of South Bronx anno 1985. It's obvious that the filmmakers was not just out to do an exploitation film, but rather wanted to make a film that portrayed characters that still manages to keep a good output on life and their good morals, even if they are put in a shitty situation. I'm sure they were even aware of it at the time that if they went more mean, then the film could have become more successful financially, but that was obviously not what they were in it for. Take the scene where the movie kind of takes a pause at the middle of the movie to show off a group of kids breakdancing on the streets. It's things like this that makes me think that the filmmakers had their heart in this production and wasn't out for just some quick bucks, as stuff like this kind of made the movie trade in a more even tone for more heart. This was the first feature film of William Szarka, the director and co-screenwriter of the film. Szarka had done a few other movies and documentaries over the years, but nothing that has really made a mark anywhere. The one involved in South Bronx Heroes that has made a mark for himself is the leading actor Mario van Peebles. His character Tony is the heart and optimism of the film. Regardless of how bad the situation is, Tony keeps his cool and has fun, and always comes out on top. Even though Van Peebles was still early on in his career at this point, he still attacked this part with enough confidence and swag, as kids say these days, to make his character balance right between the sweet line of being arrogant and likable. The girl who plays Tony's sister in the film is actually Mario's real-life sister Megan. She didn't pursue acting in the same way that her brother did, and didn't do any other parts after South Bronx Heroes. She also sadly passed away in 2006. The two kids who played the young siblings also did a good job. Their acting isn't perfect, but considering their age and how low budget production this was, I'd say they should be complimented for the performances here. Neither of them would go on to make a career for themselves in the industry though. It's not easy to find any information regarding this production, and it has since its release pretty much fallen into obscurity. The film is available on a few different cheap looking DVDs, and that's actually how I found this one. I have no idea, but I guess it's due to some copyright disputes that have kept this movie from getting the treatment on home media that it truly deserves. I mentioned that the movie has a bit of an uneven tone, and I guess that's the downside to the film. It's not easy to see who this movie was made for, as it has too many heartfelt and funny moments for the exploitation crowd, and the pedophilia aspect seems a bit too rough for it being a TV movie. Although if the choice would be between the two, then it is closer to being a TV movie than an exploitation flick. I view the South Bronx Heroes as a fun little film that touches upon something dark, but ends up being cheerful. Van Peebles is fun to watch, and even if the movie has its flaws, it does have some authenticity to it. It deserves more recognition than what it has gotten so far, so if you are into forgotten films of the 80s, then make sure to pick it up. At the time of doing this review, there are several DVDs of it going for only a few bucks on eBay. My final score for South Bronx Heroes ends up being a 3.5 out of 5. Have any of you seen this film before, and if so, do you agree with me that this is an unknown gem of a movie? Or is it just simply trash that deserves to be forgotten? Do you know any other forgotten 80s movies that should get more mentionings than it has so far? Let me know in the comment section below, and also feel free to suggest some movies that I should do a review of. And as always, subscribe and give likes and all that good stuff if you want to put a smile on my face. Thank you for watching.